That was so cringe. Let me redo this. We are on the road again on my longest, coolest road trip yet. I'm so excited. I left yesterday around 4:30. I didn't film anything because it was just too chaotic. I had to work and then I had to get all my stuff together and then I had to hit the road. So it was just too much. I drove to Syracuse and I stayed in a hotel because I had been to Syracuse before and I remembered it being a little sketch. I don't know if that's correct. I'm sorry if I'm denigrating Syracuse, but I did get a hotel last night and I had to work, so it made more sense to be somewhere where I could work. So I worked from the hotel until 11 and then I checked out, drove an hour, and worked at a Starbucks for the last 2 hours. And now I'm on the road again, officially on vacation, no more working. This is going to be a 2-week road trip, and I'm trying to hit all the national parks that I can drive to that I have not been to yet. So we're going to 5 national parks. I have a life goal of seeing all the national parks in America before I die. So this is getting started on that goal. Hopefully I can manage that. I know some of them are very remote, like in Alaska, or even the one in Michigan is very remote. You have to take an 8-hour ferry there, and then you have to spend the night on the island. And I'm not doing that one by myself. Like, I would need somebody to go with me for that. So I am currently in Utica, and I am gonna just drive as far as I can today. I am trying to get to Acadia National Park in Maine, but I don't check in until tomorrow, so I'll probably just spend the night tonight at a what's it called, rest stop or something like that. So this video will probably be multiple parts. I'm gonna start in Acadia National Park in Maine. Then I'm gonna go to Shenandoah National Park and New River Gorge in the Virginias. Then in Kentucky, I'll be going to Mammoth Cave, and then in Indiana, Indiana Dams, and then I'll be going back home. I am so much looking forward to this. I have been on road trips, of course, but I've normally had someone with me. So for my road trip to Florida, my boyfriend was with me. He flew home because he didn't have as much PTO as me, and I drove back by myself. And then same goes for when I went to Arkansas, my mom was with me, and then she flew back home to San Diego, and I drove back to Cleveland. So this will be my first long road trip completely by myself the whole time. I feel pretty confident and good about it, and this is something, you can go back to 2021 when I had a blow up mattress in the back of my ex's car, and that's how I was car camping. Like, I used to dream of this, and to have a build so good that I can even do this feels amazing, and I just feel so grateful and thankful. So I'm gonna keep on driving. It's raining. I want to play it safe and not chat too much on here. So I will see you guys wherever I see you guys next. I made it to Maine. I'm only like 20 miles away from Portland, which I did want to check out while I was here. So I'm going to stay at this rest stop, and it'll be my first time staying at a rest stop. I'm not too nervous though, because as you can see, there's a bunch of camper vans around me. So I don't think it's that big of a deal. It'll be my first time, but I'm not too scared. So everything should go well. It's like 8 o'clock. I tried to go to the first rest stop in Maine, and I wasn't really feeling that one. It was very remote, and then the truckers were like right up against the regular parking, and there was nobody at the rest stop in the stores or anything like that. They close at 5:30. So I just went with the second one. It's much bigger and well lit, and I saw a lot more. I didn't see any camper vans at the first one, and I saw like 4 as soon as I pulled in here. So I'm like, this is the spot. So I'm probably gonna run into the rest stop and take off my makeup and get all ready for bed, and I will see you when I'm all cozy in bed. I just keep kissing you all, sorry.
You hear that? It's all rainy. There's a lot of traffic noise, but I live on a very busy street, so I can sleep through that no problem. I'm going to sleep so good tonight. I just went to the rest area bathroom and did like a whole... Hated that. The hell? Maybe it was someone's car backfiring? Well, I'm gonna go ahead and try to get cozy again and get to sleep because I've got a big day tomorrow. I'm probably gonna go to Portland, Maine when I wake up, so I'll see you guys then. Good night.
Good morning. I actually ended up sleeping pretty good last night. I woke up a couple times, but nothing crazy. I woke up for the last time at 5 a.m. and I just got myself together, went into the rest stop, and I have like shower wipes, so I took a shower and I sat here and did my makeup and had breakfast and took my crazy meds. So I'm ready to hit the road. Unfortunately, it looks like the whole time I'm in Maine, pretty much it's going to be raining, but I'm going to try to make the best of it. So yeah, today I'm gonna go to Portland and then check into my campground and get set up there, and then tomorrow I'll probably go to Acadia. So let's hit the road. I made it to my campsite. It's very cute. It's definitely not the one I picked out, but I knew that was a possibility going into this because you had to pay an extra $30 if you wanted to ensure that the campsite you picked out is going to be your campsite, which is kind of ridiculous. But I didn't want to pay the $30, so here I am. No big deal though. I will show you guys when I'm all set up. I want to try to beat the rain because it may rain later. So I'm gonna go ahead and set everything up, and this will probably be the last video of me today because my skin's breaking out from the stress of driving 3 days straight, and I just want to wash my face, put on big comfy clothes, and not worry about what I look like. So let's get set up. There's not a snowflake's chance in hell that I'm gonna get to do the hike I planned for tomorrow. My legs are gonna be complete jello. They already are jello. That's the last time I trust a park ranger. I asked for like an easy scenic route because I wanted to do my big hike tomorrow. Um, it's been an hour and a half straight uphill. It was beautiful, but holy moly. Whew. I'm gonna go have a glass of wine. I think I deserve that. Oh my god, hi guys. We haven't spoken since yesterday when I went to the winery. So I ended up going to Bar Harbor Winery. It was awesome. My favorite was the Sauvignon Blanc if you end up going. And I bought a bottle home for my bestie because that's her favorite wine and favorite place. So I just hung out at camp last night, had a fire because I wanted to use up my firewood. I did not feel like lugging it to my next site. And just relaxed. I watched YouTube on my phone and just stared at the fire. I was having a good old time, just relaxing. But I woke up this morning. I had to be out by 11 a.m. for my campsite. So I just chilled, had breakfast, took advantage of the shower for the last time since I will not be able to shower the rest of today and a good chunk of tomorrow if I needed to. So I was like, I better get this out of the way. So I did that, and then I packed up camp. Um, that campground was all right. It wasn't my favorite. I definitely would pick a different one if I went again. That one is more for RVs and older people. There's only like 4 tent sites, and there was only one other tent campers next to me, well, across from me, and I overheard from their conversations, had just lost their housing and are now living in the tent and are definitely detoxing on some kind of drug. So that was interesting. I didn't feel unsafe or anything around them, but it was just interesting. But I went back to Acadia after I packed everything up and hung out on their only beach, Sand Beach, which is literally called Sand Beach, and it was next level beauty. I actually teared up a little bit because I just felt so lucky and grateful to be there. It was very reminiscent of the West Coast, Seattle, Portland area. So that's pretty hard to find on this coast. And I was in awe. It was so beautiful. I definitely wish I would have spent a couple of other days in Acadia, but doesn't mean I can't come back here. So after I spent time at Sand Beach, I got back in my car. My car almost didn't start because I was on like an incline hill thing. So I was like half down, half up. And I think my battery just had trouble. So it ended up turning over and I got on my way. And on my way, unfortunately, there was a scary situation. So I'm in the national park, and as we all know, most national parks, the roads are very, very narrow, and the other side of the road is a cliff, or in this case, the ocean, etc., etc. So it was definitely not like the most fun drive. It was beautiful, but I didn't feel particularly safe. And then all of a sudden, a group of 20, 30 dirt bike people just materialized in front of us. So I am following them, but I'm staying back, obviously, because you need to stay back from motorcycles or dirt bikes or whatever. So I'm just keeping my distance, as you should, but I'm definitely still going over the speed limit, at least five over the speed limit. And then all of a sudden, this guy starts tailgating me, and I'm like, oh, this is fun. And then it comes to a head and he starts honking. I didn't know where he wanted me to go because it was two lanes and both lanes had the dirt bikes in them. And I'm not going to like divide, there was no way to do it safely. So he ended up getting around me somehow and then got on the ass of the dirt bikes, laying on his horn, honking at them like crazy. It was actually really scary. And then in unison, we all flipped him off. So that was pretty fun. I felt like I was part of that. Just what a jerk. I don't care if you know this place like the back of your hand, you need to be respectful. So now I am on the road to Shenandoah. I'm going to stop in New Haven, Connecticut tonight, either at a Walmart or at a Cracker Barrel. I haven't decided which one yet. I'll probably scope out the Walmart first and then go to Cracker Barrel if I'm not loving what I'm seeing. So I've got about 4 hours left of my drive, and I'll probably end the Maine video here because I'm currently exiting Maine. I'm so sad to be leaving, but I had such an awesome time, and now I know the magic of Maine, so I will definitely be back. And I will catch you guys on the flip side. Maybe I'll start my Shenandoah video stealth camping. We'll see. So I will see you guys in the next one. Another kiss for you. Good morning. I'm currently just woke up at a rest stop around New Haven, Connecticut, and now I'm on my way to Shenandoah National Park. So let's get there because I'm exhausted from driving so much. I drove 6 hours yesterday and I got another six to do today. And the end of yesterday ended up being kind of a mess. So I was on my way to New Haven, which I had picked out a Walmart to stay the night at. When I get close to the Walmart, I see a rest area, and I'm like, I'd rather do that. So I just stopped at the rest area. I get everything set up, all my window covers up, I move everything to the front seat, I do all the things. And then I get into the trunk or bed and I have no service. I'm like, oh, hell no. I ain't staying at a rest area with no service. So I had to get back on the road. So then I'm like, I'll go to the Walmart I originally planned to go to. I get off the exit for the Walmart and there's a lot of homeless people. And then not even like half a mile down is the Walmart, and it's so close to the highway and it already seemed like a kind of sketchy area, and now that Walmarts aren't 24/7, I just personally did not feel comfortable staying at a Walmart. So I was like, I guess I'll get back on the road. So I'm driving along and I was like looking for a Cracker Barrel because I've heard good things about those. I've never stayed at one, and luckily another rest area popped up and that's where I ended up staying. It was in somewhere that starts with like a W or an M or something. I have no idea. I was late and it was dark, and I don't like getting to where I'm supposed to be in the dark. I'd rather get there when there's a little bit of light left so I can scope it out. And like, anyway, I just got there, put on my window covers, and went to sleep. So I woke up bright and early at like 5:30 this morning. I'm on my way. I can't check into my campsite till 4. I'm gonna call and ask about that because that seems a little ridiculous. 4 p.m. That leaves me like 2 hours to set everything up. I don't, and have dinner and everything like that. Like, so I'm gonna ask to check in early, and if not, then I may go to Shenandoah and get the lay of the land. We'll see. So I'm gonna keep driving, and I got my giant coffee. I'm ready to go. Shenandoah and New River Gorge is off the docket. I am obviously pretty damn sick. I feel a little bit better because I took a Dayquil, but I got to my campground in Shenandoah and I pull up and I'm already not feeling good and it's 90 degrees. And I pull up and it is hiked to your campsite, so I can't bring my car, but I sleep in my car, so that's not going to work for me anyway. So I just decided to go home. It's 5.5 hours home. I figure I'm off until for like the next week and a half. So I'll go home and rest for a couple days. And if I feel better, I could at least do Mammoth Cave in Kentucky, and Indiana Dunes in Indiana. And if I don't feel better, then the trip is a bust. I'm trying not to be too sad about it. I'm very thankful to see Maine and to be driving even in these beautiful mountains right now. I feel so lucky. I just can't imagine being sick, hiking all my stuff up, and then not being able to, like, having to walk back to my car to sleep, being in 90-degree weather. It just was not going to work.